Hi there, I'm Suranga from Englishman. Today my topic is spoken English. Everybody is trying to pick up spoken English, but they are listening to single programs. Listening and listening and listening to Sinhala would make you somebody thinking in Sinhala. You happen to think in Sinhala. When we are listening to Sinhala, what happens is we think in Sinhala. Do you understand? So, if you want to speak English language somehow, you should try your best to go to total English programs. There are millions of videos in YouTube. And what you have to do is to select programs that you want. One very important thing is you can pick up English language, that is spoken language, perfectly using not sort of educational videos, that is, educational that trying to teach you English language. No, I'm doing prepositions, I'm doing tenses, and I'm doing a lot of things, but that is to teach you English language. But there are many other programs, bloggers, and educational programs, some educational programs about science, about physics, about something. And they're talking about different things, maybe politics, maybe about nature and things like that, and about big problems in the world. And when we listen to them, we see the natural spoken language, not pre-prepared materials. They are producing the language, they are making the language in discussions and debates and things like that. They produce the language, they make language. In my case, I'm producing language now. That is what you should see. You have all these words. I'm using a very, very, very simple type of English language. You have all these words, you have all these phrases and everything you know, but you cannot connect all these things. So therefore, to do that, you have to think in English. If you cannot think in English, there would be no flow. Flow means continuously the words would not come out. Only when you can think in English, then only words may come naturally as a flow. That is it. Then you would ask me a question. Okay, sir, but some people, generally people learn in Sinhala and someday we have seen that they speak good language. Yeah, that is it. It happens. But the problem is the time. Now the thing is like this. In Colombo, some people collect the dust. Don't know whether this is true or not, but I have heard this. In Colombo, Petao, in some places, there are jewelers. That is, they make jewelry. That is, sort of things, chains, rings, or whatever, ear studs, or sort of things. And then when they do their work, little bit of dust is accumulated on the ground, on the table, or whatever. You cannot see the gold. Sort of a powder, gold powder, when they craft, when they do that, automatically, naturally, when they cut or when they make sort of shapes, the dust comes and they settle on table, they settle on ground, and so on. So when we sweep the ground, when we clean the room, some people come and they collect the dust. They treat the dust and collect gold. But for that particular purpose, you have to have a sort of a bulk of dust to get a very little amount of gold. That is really tedious, that is really tiresome, the big work. But they will make jewelry someday. It is just like that. If you use continuous sort of Sinhala language, to pick up English language for the spoken purpose, that would be really a problem. Our teachers, my teachers, the names Mr. Kisiri Jayasuriya and Ranjit Veeraratne, and when they were teaching, they basically used English language and time to time Sinhala, because we did not understand English. So, but somehow they did not stop teaching in English. Then when time passes, we realize, okay, we found sort of patterns in English, and then every day they say the same thing, same patterns they use basically, so that we pick up all these things. And then we realize finally that, so in our brains, that the patterns develop, and we recognize patterns, we understand, oh, this is the way that we can say that using this pattern and so on. So generally that happens. So when they speak English, we happen to think in English. We can't speak English, but we happen to think in English. There was a time that we think in English basically, but we cannot speak the language. I mean, that when they talk about something, when they explaining something in English, we understand perfectly, because we go with their flow perfectly, because we know the next word, we know what he's going to say. That is it. And then what happens basically is time passed, and then finally we realize that, okay, this is the thing. And otherwise, if they taught us everything in Sinhala, maybe I won't be able to teach you English this way. For examinations, for written examinations, learning in Sinhala or in Urdu or in Chinese or whatever, that would be quite okay. That is really good, because you can understand the things easily, grammar patterns and everything. But if your aim is the spoken part, you have to go to total English. That is it. And those days, we had no chance to see a Suddha or the native speakers, or no resources. That was only TV. Yeah, TV, we cannot select programs when watching TV, because that was not really a good spectrum, not really a good selection. But now you have a selection. Whatever you want, you can watch. You have internet, fast internet, YouTube, everything. Some other platforms, I have no idea that much. But you can decide what you are learning, what you want to learn. But those days we could not. No Suddhas, nothing. But now you have. You can bring the whole world, the British English or British people or American people onto your table. You need no teachers that much now. But teachers say always, they basically what they say is, oh yeah, you just listen to me. If you listen to me for say 2 hours, or if you listen to me, if you watch all my programs, all my videos and everything, you will speak English. But they don't speak English. If you cannot speak English, you cannot continue. You cannot have your flow for 3-4 minutes. You definitely have to come to the language, mother tongue or Sinhala, where you are comfortable. That is the thing. That is what you don't understand. Maybe I cannot speak English language, but I teach English language. I cannot speak Hindi, but I can teach Hindi language in this platform. Clear? So if you want to pick up good language, there are very good number of teachers, millions of teachers. Even in Sri Lanka, there are good teachers. You just go to, I should not say, there are good teachers doing good sort of things. And then, but basically, somehow, you should make it a point to listen to total English somehow. Maybe from all these Sinhala programs. I mean, even though teachers teach English through Sinhala, watch them. That is really good for your knowledge, to pick up knowledge, to understand books and everything. But for the spoken part, you should listen to somebody who uses total English. You would think that my message is that you should listen to me. No, 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 not that. My message is you don't want teachers. You don't want people like us. I'm going to show you how you can get away from this path. Go away from this traditional something. Therefore, make it a point to listen to English, 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 total English. Now, just think about this. When you listen to me, I'm using a very simple language, very simple English. You are not thinking in singular. You have no time to think in singular. You just think in English. Don't you? Yeah, you think in English. So then if you continue this, not with me, there are millions of teachers, as I have told you. You just find teachers, not teachers, I mean programs. You watch things, and then it will be really, really easy for you to pick up the spoken language. And some people have their comments, I can see in my YouTube channel even. They found that they are improving. So I'm really happy to see the comments. And I'm going to show you most of the comments that they have made to encourage you to pick up spoken language using spoken thing. So subscribe, give us a like and comment and share the video. Bye.